A silent attacker was tracing your location since last 2 weeks, and he has finally traced it. My child, pay attention to my words carefully, because the new year has begun, but the problems and trouble from past are still there with you. This one attacker that is trying to approach you tomorrow is not a human that you can see with your physical eyes, but a spiritual opposition that has been observing your patterns, your emotions, your weak moments, and your silent tears. This attacker does not come with noise or warning. He comes through distraction, through weariness, through doubt, and through the subtle voice that tells you to give up when you're about to break through. Do not panic, my child, for I am not speaking this to instill fear in you, but to awaken you, to sharpen your spirit, and to remind you that nothing can reach you without passing through my hand first. You have entered a new year, but you are still carrying the weight of old battles, old questions, and old wounds. You thought time would heal everything, yet some pain lingers, some pressure remains, and some doors still look closed. Hear me carefully. The enemy always returns to the place where he failed before. He has been watching how you respond when you are tired, how you speak when you are disappointed, how you pray when answers delay. And now he thinks this is the moment to strike, because he believes you are exhausted. But what he does not know is that I have been strengthening you in ways you cannot see. This attack is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to distract you from what I am about to release. It is meant to confuse you just enough to make you question my voice. It is meant to weaken your confidence so that you delay your next step. But I say to you today, stand still in your spirit and do not rush into fear-driven decisions. Do not speak words that you will have to pray against later. Guard your mouth, guard your thoughts, and above all, guard your heart. You have been wondering why sleep has been disturbed, why your mind has been busy even in silence, why memories from the past have suddenly resurfaced without invitation. This is not random. This is a sign that you are crossing into a new level, and the resistance has increased because your destiny has come closer. Do not interpret this pressure as failure. Pressure is often the confirmation that something precious is being formed. Listen to me, my child. Tomorrow is not a day to fear, it is a day to be alert. Not alert in panic, but alert in faith. Walk with your spirit awake. Do not ignore the promptings I place in your heart. If I tell you to pause, pause. If I tell you to speak, speak with wisdom. If I tell you to be silent, do not feel the need to explain yourself. Silence, when directed by me, is a weapon. The attacker believes he knows your route, but he does not know that I can change your path in a moment. He believes he knows your weakness, but he does not know that I have turned that very weakness into your testimony. He believes you are alone, but he does not see the angels I have assigned around you, nor does he hear the prayers I have stored on your behalf. Do not look for signs in every shadow or suspicion in every person. This battle is not against flesh and blood. Do not turn against those who love you because of a spirit that seeks to isolate you. Isolation is one of the enemy's favorite strategies, because he knows that when you're alone in your thoughts, doubt speaks louder. Stay connected to those I have placed in your life for covering, even if you feel like withdrawing. I know you have been strong for too long. I know you have carried responsibilities that were never meant to be yours alone. I know you have prayed prayers that ended in tears rather than answers. But I am telling you now, this is not the season where you fall apart. This is the season where you realize who has been holding you together all along. The attack that is coming is subtle. It will come as a thought that questions your worth. It will come as a sudden frustration with people you once had grace for. It will come as a temptation to return to old habits because they feel familiar. Do not entertain it. What you entertain, you empower. What you resist in my name, you overcome. Remember this, I have already gone ahead of you. I have sealed doors you did not even know were open. I have interrupted plans formed in the dark. I have confused the timing of the enemy so that what he meant for harm will turn into proof that I am still in control. Trust me even when you do not understand the delay. Trust me even when the night feels longer than usual. You have asked me, why does it feel like every time I move forward something pushes back? And I answer you now, because you are moving in the right direction. Dead things do not face resistance. Only living, growing, threatening things do. Your growth has made you noticeable in the spiritual realm, and that is why you must not neglect your prayer life in this hour. Do not pray out of fear. Pray out of authority. Do not beg me as if I am far. Speak to me as a child who knows their father is present. When you pray, do not focus on the attacker. Focus on my promises. The more you magnify the problem, the smaller your faith feels. But when you magnify me, everything else finds its proper size. I am teaching you discernment in this season. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Not every battle is yours to fight. Not every word spoken to you deserves a response. Learn to ask me before you act. Learn to wait for my peace before you decide. My peace is not the absence of trouble. It is the confirmation of my presence in the middle of it. My child, you are not falling behind. You are being positioned. The delays you resent are saving you from collisions you never saw coming. The closed doors you cried over are protecting you from spaces that would have drained you. Do not romanticize the past or despise the present. I am doing a new thing, even if it does not look how you expected. Tomorrow when you wake up, do not wake up and rush. Give me the first moment of your day. Even if it is a whisper, even if it is a sigh, offer it to me. That moment of surrender will shift the entire day. The enemy fears a consistent, surrendered heart more than a loud, emotional one. I am calling you to walk with confidence, not arrogance. With humility, not self-doubt. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone. The assignment I have given you does not require human validation. When you walk in obedience, I take responsibility for the outcome. The attacker has a deadline, but you do not. He is rushing because his time is short. You can move in peace because your life is hidden in me. Do not let urgency steal your wisdom. Do not let pressure rob you of joy. Joy is not a luxury. It is your strength. If at any point you feel overwhelmed, return to what I last told you. Do not seek a new word while ignoring the last instruction. Obedience to the last step opens the door for the next. I am not complicated. I am consistent. You are more protected than you feel. You are more loved than you know. You are stronger than you think. This attack will not define you. It will refine you. And when it passes, you will look back and realize that what you thought was a setup for destruction was actually a setup for deeper trust, greater clarity, and undeniable growth. My child, when something breaks without warning, when a door slams shut that you never expected to close, when news arrives that shakes your peace and steals your breath, your first response should never be panic, never be self-blame, never be desperate searching for human solutions. Your first response must be to turn toward me, not because I demand it, but because I see what you cannot see, and I know what you do not know. You live in a world where much is beyond your control, and that is not your failure. You were never designed to carry the weight of everything. You were never created to foresee every problem or prevent every loss. When something happens that is out of your hands, it is not proof that you are weak. It is a reminder that you are human. And in that moment, seeking me is not a last resort. It is the wisest decision you can make. So many times when trouble comes, you run to explanations before you run to my presence. You try to fix what is spiritual with logical tools. You try to heal what is deep with shallow distractions. You try to control what was never meant to be controlled by you. And when you do this, your heart grows heavy, your mind grows tired, and your soul grows confused. But when you seek me first, even before you understand what is happening, peace begins to enter a situation that has not yet changed. Understand this clearly. Seeking me does not always remove the problem instantly, but it always changes how the problem affects you. When you come to me, I steady your heart. I quiet the storm within you, even if the storm around you still rages. And from that place of inner stillness, you are able to walk through what would have destroyed you if you faced it alone. There is nothing that catches me by surprise. What shocked you did not shock me. What suddenly collapsed in your life did not suddenly appear in my sight. I saw it before it touched you, and I have already prepared a way through it, even if you cannot see it yet. When you seek me in the midst of chaos, you are aligning yourself with a plan that is already in motion. My child, you must know that I do not waste pain. I do not ignore tears. I do not overlook betrayal, loss, failure, or confusion. When something bad happens, it does not mean I have turned away from you. Many times it means I am about to do a deeper work in you, a work that could not have been done without this interruption. Seeking me allows you to see beyond the moment and trust the process. You often ask, why did this have to happen? But a more powerful question is, what are you teaching me through this? When you seek me, I do not always give you the why, but I always give you the how to stand, how to endure, how to respond with grace instead of bitterness, how to move forward without carrying poison in your heart. This is how your bad situation begins to transform into your good. Do not think that seeking me means you are admitting defeat. Seeking me is an act of faith, not weakness. It is you saying, I trust you more than I trust my understanding. And when you trust me like that, I begin to move in ways that defy logic. I open doors you did not know existed. I send help from directions you never expected. I turn setbacks into setups and delays into protection. There is no situation too broken for me to restore. There is no mess too complicated for me to untangle. There is no darkness too thick for my light to penetrate. When you seek me in the midst of bad news, you are inviting the one who specializes in impossibilities into the situation. And when I enter, nothing remains the same. Many of the greatest testimonies are born from the most painful seasons. But they begin with a simple choice, to seek me instead of running away, to pray instead of complaining, to trust instead of resenting. I know it is not easy. I know your emotions scream louder than your faith at times, but even when your prayer is weak, even when all you can offer is silence and tears, I hear you. My child, you must stop believing the lie that bad things mean your life is off track. Some detours are divine. Some interruptions are mercy in disguise. Some losses are the only way I can remove what you would never let go of on your own. When you seek me, I give you the ability to see value where you once saw only pain. I am not limited by time, resources, or human opinion. What looks permanent to you is temporary to me. What looks dead to you is still responding to my voice. When you seek me, you are connecting to a power that operates beyond natural laws. This is why you should never despair as if the situation has the final say. I always have the final word. Do not wait until you are completely broken to seek me. Do not wait until you have exhausted every option. Seek me at the first sign of trouble. Seek me when confusion enters your mind. Seek me when fear tries to settle in your heart. The earlier you come to me, the sooner I can guide you through what is coming. When you seek me, I do more than fix the problem. I transform you in the process. I build your character. I strengthen your faith. I teach you discernment so that you are better prepared next time. This is why, when you look back, you will realize that what you thought was meant to destroy you actually made you wiser, stronger, and more dependent on me. My child, there is nothing you are facing that is too big for me. There is nothing you have lost that I cannot restore in a greater form. There is nothing the enemy meant for evil that I cannot turn for your good. But you must come to me. You must seek me not only for answers, but for alignment. Not only for escape, but for direction. When you seek me, I teach you when to move and when to wait. I show you which battles are yours and which ones belong to me. I reveal hidden truths that protect you from making decisions out of fear. I give you wisdom that saves you years of regret. This is why seeking me is not optional. It is essential. Remember this always. I am closest to you in the moments you feel most helpless. I am working most powerfully in the situations you feel least equipped to handle. When you seek me in those moments, you will find not only solutions, but rest for your soul. There are moments when you do everything right and still things go wrong. You prayed, you planned, you were careful, you were faithful, and yet the storm came. In those moments, do not accuse yourself and do not accuse me. Seek me. When you seek me in those moments, you will realize that not every storm comes to destroy you. Some come to redirect you. Some come to remove you from places that look safe but were quietly draining your life. You see only the loss, but I see the future you were being protected from. You see the door that closed, but I see the trap that was ahead. You see the pain of letting go, but I see the freedom that is coming. This is why you must seek me when things fall apart, because without my perspective, pain will lie to you and convince you that everything is over, when in truth, something greater is being born. My child, there are times when I allow what you cannot control, because if you could control it, you would settle for less than what I have planned. You would stay where it is comfortable, even if it is small. You would hold on to relationships, jobs, habits, and identities that no longer align with where I am taking you. So I shake what can be shaken, not to hurt you, but to move you. When you seek me in these moments, I give you clarity instead of chaos. I give you hope instead of despair. I give you strength that does not come from your emotions, but from my presence. This is how you survive what should have broken you. This is how you walk through fire without smelling like smoke. Do not believe the lie that seeking me means you have failed. Seeking me means you have recognized the truth. And the truth is this: you need me. You always have, and you always will. The sooner you accept this, the lighter your life becomes. The burden you've been carrying was never yours to begin with. When you seek me, I sometimes change the situation, and sometimes I change you first. Do not despise either process. If I change you first, it is because the version of you that entered this storm would not have been able to handle the blessing on the other side. I am preparing you. I am expanding you. I am teaching you to trust me even when you do not get immediate relief. I want you to know this. Nothing you are facing is wasted. Not the delay, not the disappointment, not the failure, not even the mistakes you made. When you seek me, I redeem even what you broke. I rewrite stories you thought were ruined. I bring beauty out of ashes in ways that amaze even you. There are people watching you who will never read a holy book, but they are reading your life. When you seek me in the middle of uncontrollable pain and still walk in trust, you become a living testimony. Your peace in the storm preaches louder than 1,000 words. This is one of the reasons I allow you to walk through what you do. Your life is speaking, even when your mouth is silent. My child, bad situations do not have the authority to define you. They do not have the power to cancel my purpose for your life. They do not get the final say. Only I do. And I say that your story is not over. Your best days are not behind you. Your current pain is not your permanent address. Keep seeking me. Seek me when it hurts. Seek me when it does not make sense. Seek me when you are tempted to give up. Seek me when you are angry, confused, or numb. I can handle your honesty. I can heal what you bring to me, but I will not force you to come. The choice is always yours. Rest in this truth, my child. There is nothing I cannot do. There is no situation I cannot turn around. There is no darkness that can outlast my light. Seek me always, especially when life is out of your control, and you will find that you were never out of my care, not for a single moment. So, as you have received my words for this day of January 9th, you must receive them by typing Amen. Remain blessed under my name.